I was working for a pharmaceutical distribution company here, quite a large one. And when I started working for them 4 or 5 years ago, the Ministry of Health wouldn't allow online diagnoses and inspections, and they wouldn't allow online appointments. They also were reluctant to have prescriptions delivered. Now that's changed completely, and there are a lot of companies now entering the market who are providing these online services where a mother can virtually photograph her child, send it to a specialist, and get a prescription back delivered to the house. There's a lot of that, a lot of increase in that type of business. That's going to be like remote medical.
Yes.
Do you see that as being a growth industry now?
Absolutely. I mean, DocDoc, the company we've invested in, which is based in Singapore, but as I said, operates across Asia. It's not a telemedicine company. So telemedicine is what you're talking about, which is basically remote diagnosis, remote prescriptions, and so on. What this company does, just as an example, as part of the healthcare ecosystem, is what it does is, as I said, it has this massive database of practitioners, effectively healthcare solutions, and it finds. So let's, for example, say I'm looking for a hip replacement because I need a hip replacement at my age. I probably do, and I need the best surgeon possible to find that to do that. And what DocDoc, the service, does is it says, okay, based on exactly what your healthcare requirement is, based on our database, here are 4 solutions. They don't tell you who to go and see. They say, here are the best based on what you're looking for. And as you probably have experienced, as I have, healthcare is one of the most opaque industries in the world, where you don't really know what you're paying for. Often it's because you're referred by a mate who went to university with another mate who happens to be a doctor or a specialist. So it's a very opaque industry, and this business is disrupting that, particularly in Asia. But the fact is that idea of getting that recommendation, getting that initial primary care or initial direction online is virtually, not even an issue. Whereas 20 years ago, you'd have to go to your GP, get a recommendation, and then go to your specialist. And then, your insurance company tells you, you can go to that specialist. You have to go to this specialist because they're on our panel, and et cetera, et cetera. So that whole thing is being disrupted because people are prepared to adopt a different way of doing things. Now, ultimately, you probably still need to be operated on by a doctor, although robotics is also changing that in the healthcare industry, and remote operations are also now becoming, more prevalent in certain cases, certainly non-life-threatening surgery. So, what I'm about to say is probably going to be redundant in a couple of years, but even the idea of seeing someone for your total healthcare needs may be redundant, but that change has already started to occur. So telemedicine, prescriptions, getting your medicines online, and even being recommended who to see online, which is what DocDoc does, is really, really taking off, and particularly in Asia.